For today's video, we are looking at the Luke Skywalker Red 5 helmet from the LEGO series of helmet builds. The line features mainly Star Wars models, but they've been doing some from Marvel and DC with like Batman cowls and Spider-Man masks, so it was a fairly extensive line. Unfortunately, I think it's kind of come to its end. No new helmets were announced with the new sets that were revealed for the summer 2024 season, and it's unfortunate because I did like the line and it was kind of a fun set of display pieces you could build and put on the shelf. They obviously don't have any playability. You can't wear them. You can't really do anything but set them there. And they use several really interesting piece usage and build mechanics, so it was a challenge and always interesting to put together. So with Red 5's helmet standing by, let's go ahead and put it together. And here we have the finished model. And I'm pretty impressed with it. Obviously on the box you can kind of see how it was going to look, but in person looks even better. Like, it's a tough shape to put into Lego block form, and I think they did a really good job with it. It's also got a lot more detail than I was even expecting. Like, they've got the chin strapped down really well, the microphone, even the padding inside the helmet, all really good. I think my only complaint is I think the depth of it doesn't look quite right. Like, I think it needed to go back a little further. It seems to be just a little shallow. Height looks good, but also just the goggles seem to rest, I don't know, a little too deep. It makes the inside look not as back as it needed to be. But again, that might have affected the overall curvature of it. Speaking of the goggle pieces, they really needed to put these in like its own separate plastic wrap. I'm surprised these aren't as scratched up as they could be. It's a set of pieces much like car windshields or airplane cockpits, just stuff like that that should be packaged separately. Really needed to have been done so. This one also had a surprising number of stickers. It's not an excessive lot, but for a line that features quite a bit of printed pieces. I was kind of surprised we had as many stickers as we did. Luckily, they didn't make all these white stripes on the red piece stickers. That would have been a pain to just line up. So thankfully, they did those printed, and it's fairly good. Something I've spoken on in the past is a lot of like these white prints on a certain color or like black pieces really have bad bleed through, but I think they've been getting that down to a point where it's not as much of an issue anymore. And like, I think all these pieces look really good. We'll see how it stands up for time, but for now, great. I am bummed this line has come to an end. I really did enjoy this kind of more display focused sets for Star Wars. Hopefully maybe they revisit in the future. I'm not really sure what other helmets they could do. There's tons of helmets in the Star Wars universe. I'm sure they could do many more, but we'll see. Maybe they'll come back to it later this year. We don't know what they're coming out with in the fall or winter months yet, so it's a possibility. So if you enjoy the helmet builds or haven't gotten any of them yet, then this one's definitely worth checking out. I enjoyed putting this one together a lot. It's got some really interesting techniques, great detail, well worth the time. So here's a clue for next week's video. Go ahead and leave a guess down in the comments below what you think I'm going to be unboxing. Until then, stay safe, happy hunting.